Should you be looking for crawdads this time of the year? Good morning, guys and girls. July 13, and it is smoking hot. I'm telling you, we have had some hot weather. When the end of June, the 1st of July, when it got here, I'm telling you, we had some super hot weather, and it's a hot one right now. All right, we're going to be looking at Psalms 121:3. 121:3. You know, the other day, and only one of y'all caught it amazingly, on one of our daily devotionals. You know, the book of Jude only has one chapter. And in my devotional, it was just listed June 24. Obviously, it didn't have to be 124 or 224 or 324, just June 24. I read that as Jude 2:4. Amazingly, I mean, we got a lot of good Bible scholars out there, but amazingly, only one of you actually caught that. But so that was supposed to just read Jude 24. But this is Psalms 121:3. He who guards you never sleeps. He who guards you never sleeps. God never sleeps. What an amazingly comforting scripture that is. At a youth fishing day in South Bend, Indiana, and I believe we were at Potato Creek State Park, if I remember right. This one's been a long time ago. I did a couple of youth fishing days there at Potato Creek State Park. We gave away like 100 bicycles and lots of prizes and had like several hundred kids show up. I walked along the shoreline and I visited with the 400 or 500 kids that was fishing. I came upon a little girl lying down, half asleep, as her bobber went under. I said, wake up, wake up, wake up, you got a fish. She jumped up real quick, but she missed the fish, of course. And I told her that there is no sleeping in fishing. I've told that to Chris a lot too. There's no sleeping in fishing. Get up and start throwing and winding, especially when we're out there practicing for a tournament. We all fall asleep when we shouldn't, but isn't it comforting to know that we have a God who doesn't sleep? He's on the job all the time. He's got a day job. He's got a night job. He's on 24/7. When problems mount and worries soar, you'll find it impossible to sleep. Impossible. A lot of times you sit there and you worry and you toss and turn. I've been there, done that. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I had so many times that I just couldn't sleep. It'd be 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to get up at 5 or 6 and be worrying about what was going on in the day, what was going to happen tomorrow. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, I've often talked about wisdom with age. I don't do that anymore. So if you're still doing that, don't do that. Give everything to God. He's going to stay awake to guard you and to solve your problems. There is no need for both of you to stay awake. God is on the throne. He's on the throne 24/7. He never sleeps. Here's our tip for today. If crawdads are available, fish shallow. If crawdads are available, fish shallow. And listen to me, we talk about this time of the year. July is the time in the south when the crawfish burrow up and have their babies. A mama crawfish will have about 400 babies. So in the south, this is the time of the year when the crawfish burrow up. But if you find crawfish in shallow water areas, you need to be fishing shallow. Now, one of the things that I like to do is I like to go to around a boat ramp. I get ready to put my boat in, and I'll just walk down to the boat ramp and start turning over rocks. There's always rocks or riprap and stuff around a boat ramp. I'll walk down and I'll start turning over rocks, and I'll see if there's any crawfish available. If there are crawfish available, well, then I know that I need to fish shallow, even if it's this time of the year. Now, one of the reasons why the fish go deep, and there are several, but one of the reasons why the fish go deep this time of the year is that a lot of the bait that they're after is not up in shallow water. A lot of the bait that they're after are on out in the middle of the lake, and so they move out in the lake also. But if the crawfish are still available, you can fish shallow, without a doubt. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. I am about to melt out here in this July heat. Stay cool, stay safe, whack 'em. I love you.